Payet. Wonderful save from Joe Hart.
I first came to be a goalkeeper early on. Played all positions. I just love playing football, but my friend suggested that, I like to walk around in the mud and dive around like an idiot. So he told me to go and goal, and it was one of the positions that I went in. But I kind of played every position, but it was the one I was always the best at. My relationship with the other goalkeepers is, I personally feel, obviously I can't speak for them, but we get on really well. There's a lot of respect between the three of us that work together, and also the goalkeeper coach. We all appreciate that we play for the same team. We're working together as a unit, and whoever happens to be in goal, the other two keepers and the goalkeeper coach supports them, and we've always tried to work to that. A typical session is myself, Willie, Richard and Javi. We go off. We usually have about 20 to 25 minutes together warming up. We tend to go slowly first of all, doing lots of handling, getting used to the football, and then Javi will have an idea, depending on who we're playing, what kind of attacks the team are most likely to do and what sort of positions we need to be strong in.
Naismith denied by the fingertips of Joe Hart.
On a daily basis, the main challenges are, trying to improve. I've been playing at a high level for a long time now, and I'm in amongst some really good players, and I've obviously got some great goalkeepers challenging my spot. So the greatest challenge probably is remaining focused and staying at the highest level I can, and ultimately being right for the game. I like to train how I play, but I'm not going to claim to be a robot. Sometimes my levels do drop in training, and that's why it's great to have a good coach like Xavi around me. I think all the lads have a day where it's not their day, but I like that to be as far away from a game as possible, and I think the preparing for a game comes in really strongly with two, 3 days to go. People scoring past me in training really frustrates me because with the quality we've got at this team, people can make you look very silly. We've got some really intelligent strikers, and it's a real art striking, and if I'm not on my game, then they find it very easy to score, and that frustrates me. But at the same time, that drives me on, so when I have good days, it feels good. Trust is really important for a goalkeeper and his goalkeeper coach. It's something that you definitely have to build. We've all got different styles and different techniques. And I can speak personally. When Xavi came in, he had different ideas that I probably wasn't open to. But I learned pretty quickly that was the wrong way to go about it, because he was trying to improve me as a keeper. And now we've got a great relationship. I see things from a different point of view, and he sees things from a different point of view as well. I think as a combination, we're getting on really well. Obviously, with tough physical duels and things like that in my position, you need to be brave. But I've always thought, and it's something that I've kind of grown up learning from playing. Usually playing with kids older than me and stuff like that. The harder you go in, the less likely you are to get hurt. So fully committed is probably the best way. I think you've got to be brave, and you've got to believe in yourself, because football's a really tough world. As much of a helping hand you're going to get at the start, once you've got yourself to a certain position, it's down to you to hold it down. My advice to any young keeper aspiring to be at a really top level is, first of all, be in goal because we want to be there. It's definitely a position that you need to love, because there's plenty of bad that comes with the good. So that undying love helps, and just believe in yourself, get stuck in, and make the most of whatever talent you've got.